guys, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be going through 1 through 62 of the original Goosebumps books written by R.L. Stine. Okay, let's get into it. So I'm going to go by tens. So number 1, Welcome to Dead House. I'm going to have to get a new copy because of this and there's a crease, but yes. Number 2, Stay Out of the Basement. Really nice art cover. I forget who, it wasn't Tim Jacobus that made the artwork. I forget his name, but yes. Okay, Monster Blood. Mine is in pretty mint condition. Like, besides, like, some shelf tear. Say Cheese and Die. A fun fact about this book. R.L. Stine already wrote the story, and Tim Jacobus was working on the art, so he didn't get like what's the book, the whole story. So what he did was he made this artwork guessing, and then R.L. Stine actually had to put in a dream sequence of the barbecue and them being skeletons. So that was never in the book. The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. I did start reading this book. I got halfway through. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but I do kind of like it. I'm thinking I'm going to finish it. I read it last year in grade 5. It was pretty good, yeah. This is my opinion. I didn't like this book. I never read it, but I've heard what the whole story's about, and I don't like it. Let's Get Invisible. Another really good condition book. Okay, now, Night of the Living Dummy. I think the cover is overrated. This is number 7. And mine's in actually really good shape. And I'm actually happy that I got it in good shape. The Girl Who Cried Monster. I actually do like the cover because I like how vibrant the red is in the doorway. And this is number 9. Welcome to Camp Nightmare. Fun fact, this is not about the book, but I'm going camping on Friday. I'm not going to make a video until on Saturday. And I'm going to be reading this in a tent while camping. I'm thinking about reading it starting at 11 a.m. Yeah, I'm excited to read this. Okay, number 10, The Ghost Next Door. Sorry. I do like the cover. I think this is better. The reprint versions, I don't have it, but I don't like the cover. Oh, actually, I do have it. Like, you got this one or this one. I like this one more. Some people like this more. Yeah. Okay, let's get into the next 10. Okay, so number 11 is The Haunted Mask. This is one of my favorite artworks of the OG 62, maybe even my favorite. I just like how it just tells you how scary. It's not a scary book when I read it, but I just like the art cover. Really good. Okay. Number 12. Fun fact about this book, it's Be Careful What You Wish For. This artwork is not by Tim Jacobus. Tim Jacobus was on vacation, and he couldn't make the artwork, so someone else made it. I don't know the name of the person, but I don't really like the artwork as good as most Tim Jacobus's, but it's really good. It's Be Careful, Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. I haven't read this book yet. Mine's in rough shape, if you can kind of see, but I'm gonna be reading this. I did watch the 90s episode, and yeah. Number 13. Number 14, I just picked this up at Goodwill. The Werewolf from Fever Swamp. It's only $1.49. I do have another copy of this. This is in pretty good condition besides this. And there's some whitening, but the rest is, this is one of my favorite art covers. Maybe my second. Another one I got at Goodwill for $1.49. This is another reprint I had. This one is, I think it's a 4th print. It's a 10th print. This one's in actually literally my mintest condition book I own. And I watched the episodes, pretty good. The art cover's good, but when I heard about it, I don't really like the story. One Day at Horrorland. I did start this book. I'm not gonna spoil because I don't like spoiling books. But I'm gonna say when I started it, it was great. I watched part 1 and part 2 of the episode, and this one's in really good condition too. I love the art cover, how big the sign is, and how the claw marks on the sign. Yeah. Now, Why I'm Afraid of Bees. I did start this book too. The reason I never finished them because I read them in class, and we only have 20 minutes of reading. So sadly, this is another good condition book. I don't like the art that he made. It just feels like a comedy. And when I started reading it, it felt like a comedy horror, like the Goosebumps, but it didn't fit any of the other ones. Monster Blood 2. I haven't read this. I do like the art cover. I like how he's like breaking out of it. Yes, Monster Blood 2. Deep Trouble. Now, this is one of my favorites. This is probably my third favorite book. I haven't read it, but I heard a lot about it, and I love the cover. It reminds me of... Let me find it. Give me a second, sorry. It reminds me of Jaws. Yeah. Okay, now number 20, The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. I do like the cover. It reminds me of Are You Afraid of the Dark? I only have one Are You Afraid of the Dark book, and I'm going to be reacting to it. But yes, I do like the cover. And let's get into my next 21 to 30. Okay, so let's get back into it. 21, Go Eat Worms. I do like the cover. Like, I like how it's going through the book. It just creeps me out. Now I feel like this will happen to me. I know it won't, but it just like, I like how there's the math on the page and I actually wrote. It's a really good art cover, and some people told me the book was good. Some people liked the book, some people didn't like the book. But I've watched the episode. I watched every episode of the OG, and it's pretty good, the episode. It was a semi. Now, Ghost Beach. This one's a Canadian version because I live in Canada. So it has the watch it on YTV. I do like the cover, but apparently it's nothing to do with the book. So I'm going to be reading this soon. Return of the Mummy. I think I started it. I think I got to page 21, and I'll give you a hint. I'll read the first sentence. Just did it under my t-shirt. I'm not going to spoil, but yes. Phantom of the Auditorium. I do like the book cover. The episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark that's kind of like it was really good, and I know the episode... I think there was in the series was really good. So I'm excited for this book when I read it. It's in semi shape. There's some, it's in a replacement shape. I do have another copy of it. Attack of the Mutant. It is another good one. Good shape book. I like the cover, and I got to when they're in the tower, that's all I'm going to say. And it was really, it was like one of the in-between good and bad. My Harry's Adventure. I don't like the cover, but I did start reading it. I'm not giving any more spoilers. I don't like to spoil, but I remember I did like it. And I'm going to tell you it. I'm going to tell you something I heard of. Fun fact, because of the red slime border, there's actually a pink washcloth on the side, but the pink-red slime border hides it up. Number 27, A Night in Terror Tower. The episode's great. I'm going to give you a suggestion. You should watch the episode. And the cover's really good, so I'm going to read this book soon. I'm thinking about reading it before Christmas. That's a long time, but I do have to read number 1 all the way to 27. So, The Cuckoo Clock of Doom. Another good cover. I've watched the episode. I'm not giving anything as spoilers, but I know the episode was great, and I'm hoping this book was great. Monster Bud 3. I do kind of like the cover. Another fun fact is Jacobus, he made the red Converse on anyone with the feet was because his mom said they smelt. So it was an inside joke with his mom and him. And I heard this is a bad book. I'm not going to take anyone's, that's their opinion. But, okay, number 30. It came from beneath the sink. I'm still trying to memorize by the book number. But I do like the eyes. I feel like, I haven't read it, but it looks like a demon. That's all I can say. Yeah. Okay, let's get from 31 to 40. Okay, so I do have an extra one with this. So number 31, Native Living Dummy 2. I do like the cover, and I did start this one. I'm not giving any spoilers like I've been saying. But I feel like this is better than the original, just because I like how vibrant it is, and it like gets your attention. Now, this is the extra one, number 31. It's the Scholastic Fair edition. It's really thin. Like, look. It's really thin. And this one does not have a barcode. So, I just want to add that just so you guys knew that. Unless you didn't. Okay, number 31, or 32. The Barking Ghost. Now, this is another one. Oh, this one doesn't have a barcode either. This is another one that I haven't read yet, but I'm going to be reading it soon. That's all I can say, because I know people have been saying it's bad, and I want to read all the bad books first that people have been saying, and I want to rate it out of 10. Okay. The Horror at Camp Jelly Jam. This is a fun fact. I'm going to be reading this when I go camping, and I like how scary it looks. When I made a tier list, I didn't make a video about this yet, but when I made a tier list of the OG 62 covers, I did put this at the bottom at first, but then when I kept looking at it, now it's gotten into me that I like how scary and how bloodshot his eyes are. Okay. Number 34, Revenge of the Garden Gnomes. I don't really like the cover. I do like the episode, but I don't like the cover. I feel like Jacobus could have did something else, but still pretty good. A Shocker and Shock Tree. Another one I need to get a new good copy of. I actually did start this last year. Started reading it, and I remember this is the only thing I'm going to say. I think it started at a movie theater. That's all I can say of a spoiler. And then I got to a point where I can't say, but it was pretty good. 36. The Haunted Mask 2. Now, this is not as good as the original, but it's still a really good artwork. Mine's in pretty dang good condition. Okay, 37. The Headless Ghost. Now, people have been telling me this is a really good book. I don't know yet. It reminds me of Ghost Rider, and I did watch the movie, and it was great, so I'm hoping this is going to be as good as I don't know if it's anything to be with it or do with it, but it sounds like it. 38. The Abominable Snowman of Pasadena. Now, people told me this is a bad book, and I'm not going to say that's their opinion, but I do like the cover, and I'm going to read this Christmas Eve night. I'm staying up, and I'm going to read this. 39. I Got My Shrunken Head. Another book I started, I'm not going to spoil it, but I did like it. I watched the episode. The episode was pretty good, and I'm hoping it's going to be as good as the episode. Number 40, Night of the Living Dummy 3. Yeah, 3. It is a great cover. And yeah, I do like how there's so many of them. Like ventriloquist dummies and how vibrant it is. It reminds me of like an antique store. So let's get from 41 to 50. Okay, it took me a while to find them, but Bad Harry 41. I did at first rate this really bad, but then in the Discord, they told me their opinions, and I did change my mind, and now I kind of really like it. It gives me like shivers, but not shivers like this. What I would think of it feels like a bad day. Like a bad dream. 42. Egg Monsters from Mars. Sorry, I don't know the names. People told me this was a great book. Some people told me that they don't like it. I'm hoping this is a good book when I read it because I do like the cover. It sounds like it's gonna be a good story, so I'm hoping it. The Beast from the East. I love the cover. I rate the cover high. It's probably one of my top 10 favorite covers of any, not even just the 62. I heard it's a great book. No one ever told me it was a bad book. Everyone I heard of, they said it was a great book. Ratings, everything. So I'm hoping it's going to be a good book. Say Cheese and Die Again. This is one of my top, I think this is number 5 of my favorite of the OG 62. I love the cover. It's a lot better than the original to me. That's my opinion. And this one actually does still have the cards and the thing. So that's great. And it's a first print, I think. It's a first print, so that's pretty good. Now, Ghost Camp. Another one I'm going to be reading when I go camping during the night, because I have 4 days there, and I have 3 books I want to read, and then one I want to read on the way back and the way there, because it's a 3-hour drive, so it's 6 hours on the way back and there. So, this is going to be I hope this is a good book. Some people told me it's a good book, and some people told me the Series 2000 book is not as good. But it is a rare book to find, so I'm hoping I can find that book and buy it before we go. How to Kill a Monster. I do only have the bookmark. I really like it. How to Kill a Monster. I did start it. I love how vibrant the colors are. This is my number 4 of the original 62 of my favorite covers. I said I wouldn't do rankings. I'm just saying what my one video was. Because I like the pink and the red and the green monster. It just pops out. Number 47, Legend Lost Legend. When I started collecting, this was a hard book to find. Then when I came back, apparently it's not hard to find because a lot of people have it now. And I do have another copy, so it's not that hard to find if I have 2 copies. I hope this is a good book. I think I started it, and it was pretty good. No spoilers, but I know it was pretty good. Okay, 48, Attack of the Jack-O-Lanterns. I watched the episode. It was really good. This one still has the original cards and the ruler. I'm hoping this is going to be a good book because the episode I liked. Okay, one of my favorites, this is probably my 6th favorite art of the OG 62, Vampire Breath. I like how he's coming out of a trunk, and over there, I'm not giving a tour of my room yet, but over there, I'm going to tell you my closet. I have a trunk that I used to have. 1 second. I used to put 10 minutes. Yeah, I have this. I'm going to do a review on this. This would cost me $229. They're out of stock on Amazon. Okay, number 50. Calling All Creeps. Some people told me this is a good book. Some people told me it wasn't a good book. I think it's a good book. This one, sadly, does not have its trading cards. I love the art cover, so I'm hoping it's going to be a good book. So let's get from 51 to 60. Actually, no. I was 51 to 62 because I'm not going to make another... Yeah. Hey, guys, I'm back. So number 51, Beware of the Snowman. This is another really good condition book I have. Besides this, I don't know what happened to the book. That's how I picked it up. So it's not in the mint condition. It's in, okay condition. I'm going to get another one because of what happened to it, like the pages. But, yes, number 52, How to Learn to Fly. No cards in it, no cards in it, sadly. And I told you about the Converse sneakers. And yeah, I do like the art in this. It's supposed to be kind of like Chicken and the comedy books, kind of. More funnier than scarier. And here's Chicken. Another artwork I do like. It would be it's not I like, but it's funny. It's so bad and funny that I like it. Now, fun fact, 54, Don't Go to Sleep. Fun fact, this is not about it, but it's about what I got. I had only 59 of the 62. I got this book for only, I think it was $20. It was a really good deal because it's rare. And yeah, and it's a first print. So yeah. 55, The Blob That Ate Everyone. I do like the cover. It's not the best cover I've ever seen. It's not the worst. And I like the plot. Yeah. 56. Another book I need to get a replacement because of the bend. But this is another one I'm going to be reading during camping because I heard this is an okay book. I like the cover. It reminds me of Jason Voorhees, and I do have some DVDs down there I can show you later. Okay, fun fact about My Best Friend's Invisible. I love the cover. This is the second one I needed. I got it for $50, I think, off of eBay, or it was Facebook Marketplace. I forget. And yeah, and it's a first print. It's in pretty good condition, and I needed it. Okay, fun fact. Deep Trouble 2. I needed this one. This was the last one I needed. It was, I think it was $30. It was a really good deal. It's a first print. I got it off of Facebook Marketplace. And yeah, shipping made it $10. So I think it was actually $110 for all three. The Haunted School. I like the art because Curly's on it. If you can see, that's Curly. Yeah, it's a pretty cool art. And to be honest, I think my school's haunted. A lot of bad things has been happening. So Werewolf Skin, another book I have read, and I kind of liked it, and I love the art because it's I like how he's in a box. It just reminds me of the episode, which was pretty good. Okay, I Live in Your Basement, another good book. I think I started it. This was one of my starters. Sadly, number 62. It's in really bad condition, and when I peeled off the stuff from the library, and it's sticky now, and it's stuck to this book and ripped this off. And yeah, so I'm going to have to get a new number 62. Okay, now, number 62. It's in bad condition. Monster Blood 4. See, the condition in really bad shape. It's good enough to read. That's the only reason I bought it. I did get it at a estate sale for I think it was $1. It was a really good find because in the condition it is in, it's not worth as much as it's worth now. It's probably worth $10. But at least I have it. And that concludes all my 62 original. I hope you liked the video and I hope you can like. Bye guys. See you in the next video.